Kaniki, and I'd like to tour my garden for a few minutes with you. This is my first live, so I'm a little nervous, and I hope I'm reaching out there. Um, Make sure you give me a like and that you're subscribed and you do all the things. And I'm just going to wait a few minutes and make sure that there's people watching. I don't know how long I should wait. View of one of the things I want is Nandina cherry, and my dog is being very good. Keep her busy with that. Hello, welcome to Gracegarden. I'm Carol Kanicki, and I'd like to welcome you to my garden today. This is my first live, and I'm not very good at it, apparently. Guess nobody's watching. But I'm gonna wait a little while longer. Well, this is my first live, and nobody knows to be really watching me. I made a little short yesterday and told people I was going to come on, but I didn't tell them when. So I'm going to actually just do this episode like I would do a What's Blooming Now episode, so that I don't have to edit a video. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you my Nandina cherry that's behind me. Garden, so I'm going to walk this. But that was my Nandina cherry that I shared when it first opened. And some of the things that are blooming right now. Especially my daffodils. But there's some other things happening. I can tell you about this little pile of tulips that's out on the other side of the fence. So the deer are eating this. So I need to move them inside the fence. But that's just a bucket of dirt I dumped there that I thought was empty. And tulips don't get to live here because deer eat them. And I have deer around. And I got my new stickers, my new decals are on my van. Make sure that you're subscribed. My new decals are on my van there. So I'm so happy about that. But there's a little color here in the front garden with some hyacinths and daffodils, which are very nice. And I like them a lot. And then this ferny growth under here, this is yarrow. And I really like this as a, even before it flowers, it's very nice. But we're gonna walk back and see the garden from down there. If you're just joining me, thank you so much. Please make sure, oh, here, these I had to cut. I'll show you what happened in the back there. She's a pain sometimes. But here's the star of the garden right now is my cherry tree. But the daffodils, really, nothing beats daffodils in the spring for me. Tulips are great. Yellow's my favorite color. Also, nothing eats daffodils. Their bulbs are poisonous. Every part of them is poisonous. As a matter of fact, if you put cut daffodils in a vase with other flowers, the other flowers won't last very long. And daffodils aren't a very long-lasting cut flower either. So it's best to just enjoy them in the garden. Get out of there, Freya. It's best to just enjoy them in the garden. And we're certainly going to do that. I don't know if you can hear the church bells behind me, but they're awesome. Easter's tomorrow. Happy Easter, everybody. These are lungwort down here, growing as a ground cover. These little spotted leaves and flowers that turn from pink to purple as they age. And then there's some hyacinths and some more Dutch master daffodils in this area. Oh, there's a couple tulips that are gonna flower soon. If I recall, those are big yellow ones. And for some reason, the deer leave them alone. My pond is not very nice to look at right now, so we're not gonna look over there. Well, we can. The water is clear. It's just got pollen and stuff floating on it. And I pull the leaves out a couple scoops every day, so that if there's anything living in there, they have a chance to get out or to get away, to get out of the leaves before I scoop the leaves up. And there is stuff in there. I don't know what. I think they're tadpoles, actually. I don't think there's any fish. Here's the bucket that I cut. The cherry blossoms are not going to last very long. But I'll have them in my house for Easter morning, which will be nice. And back here is my giant compost pile. But here's also a really, really old garden. These peonies that are coming up, and the hyacinths and the daffodils back here are really, really old. Now the hyacinths and the daffodils I planted here around my little peony bed, but they came from a garden because of the foundation failure. And the man asked me if I wanted all the old bulbs that were there. And sorry about Freya. She wants me to throw her ball. I must comply. And then here's my little garden walk. I have to redo the pathway. It's 51 degrees out, by the way. It's really, really chilly out here. And unfortunately, because it's so chilly, there's no bees. Usually when this tree is blooming like this, it is just absolutely covered. And you can hear the bees. But there's no bees because it's 50 degrees, and it was 30 degrees last night. But we can see these leaves are clematis. And they have even little buds on them. So they're not harmed by the cold. And my lovely Euphorbia. Euonymus? I need more coffee. But I think that that's about it for what's blooming. And I didn't get many viewers, but I'm thankful for you that clicked on. And I'm going to call that... Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to do that. I can go like this. See, I'm really tech savvy, people. Um, I can go like that and say, hey, how are you? Um, Welcome to Gracegarden. I'm just walking around sharing a What's Blooming Now episode that I usually make a video of, but I figured it would be easier to actually take you live around the garden. And then also I don't have to edit a video. So let me turn the camera around and give you a little tour. That's my dog Freya. And this is my little garden walk that we are standing in. And the star of the garden is my apple tree. Not apple, cherry tree, sorry. And yesterday, a branch fell. So I have to clean that up. I did start cutting some of the branches. I don't know when people are coming on. So I don't know if you saw me back here just a minute ago sharing this area. But these are some really old bulbs that I got from an old house foundation. But my peonies are original to the property and were probably planted next to some sort of building that was back here. And right now it's just my compost pile. But I'm going to take you and show you my daffodils right now. Which is one of my favorite parts of the garden in this time of year. I don't have many tulips because I have deer, and tulips are a favorite food of the deer, but they won't eat the daffodils. So I have a couple different kinds. I have these here that are called ice follies, and I have these big Dutch masters, which are my absolute favorites. And then there's also some tiny pheasant's eye, they're called, and these are a really old variety of daffodil that was here in the property, here and there, and over the years they've multiplied. I've tried to like gather them together so that they would make a nice show. There's not much to see in my little cutting garden area here. I have to get in here and get my bulbs planted. But while I'm over here, this is Virginia bluebells, and it has the neatest looking flower buds. And they're gonna be open soon. So I'm excited for that. The only other thing I have to show you really is in the back area, which I can't walk very far back there because my Wi-Fi doesn't reach. But in the back of my garden is my Pyrus japonica, which is this bush right here. And then behind it is a big shrubby Nanking cherry, which I was out there when I started my live stream, but my Wi-Fi doesn't reach all the way out there, so this I think is as close as I can get. I hope you enjoyed walking around with me in the garden today. It was really special to have someone out there watching. Thank you so much. Make sure you're subscribed and leave a comment. I don't think I have the comments turned on right now, but if you leave a comment, I'll get to see it later. So leave a comment and talk to me. And I hope that you're subscribed and I'll get to meet you. And I'm going to turn the live stream off right now. And I thank you for being with me. Bye now.